taking time to show his daughter the sights. But this trip is a work and play affair for Austrian record label owner and New Zealand music fan Arno Loeffler. This weekend, Dunedin's Crown Hotel is set to host Zelle Fest, which Loeffler explains came about after a conversation with one of the bands on the Zelle label.
One of the things about Zelle is that I'm in Europe and my artists are here, and so we hardly get to see each other, which is a bit sad. So I decided to come to Dunedin once more with my daughter this time, and three of my friends were kind enough to organise this festival for all of us.
Loeffler has been a fan of Dunedin music since first hearing a Flying Nun compilation in the late 1980s. And he made his first pilgrimage to Dunedin in either the late 80s or the early 1990s.
We walked to the Empire and, we were just hoping to maybe see the occasional concert, and what happened was all our idols were lined up at the bar having a beer.
Sandra Bell is one of the many musicians Loeffler encountered in Dunedin on his visits here.
Yeah, Arno's an old friend of mine. I met him in Dunedin in the 80s, and I ended up going to Berlin and living in his room in Zellerstrasse.
She's travelled to Dunedin from her home in Auckland, especially to take part in Zelle Fest, and says it's been a long while since she's played live.
Oh yeah, it was a year ago actually that I played. It was when I was back in Berlin. I did a gig. Yeah. So yes, it has been a while. A year. So long. How did that happen?
Arno Loeffler says Zelle's current project is a second compilation of Robbie Burns' poetry, set to music by New Zealand recording artists, which is being crowdfunded via the Boosted site. There are two shows at Zelle Fest this Saturday, one beginning at 2 p.m. and another starting at 8 p.m, with 13 musicians and bands split between the two shows. Wellington band Marineville feature, along with Dunedin's Jay Clarkson, who's playing with a full band, along with Robert Scott, Chris Hazelwood, Seafog and Francesca Griffin, who are set to shine amongst a sea of stars. Daryl Baser, The South Today.